All right, so here we are outside the studio. Some of the personnel are taking a break. Would you guys want to, take a moment for an interview?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, so what's your name, sir?
I'm Eddie Generazio. I'm the drum tech.
Okay, so tell me, what's it like working with Eddie Generazio?
Well, he's pretty complicated. He needs his snares just right and his cowbells angled at a 45-degree angle. And if it's like 46 degrees, he'll hit me and shout at me. And like little things like that. He's kind of a pain in the ass when it comes down to it. He does a lot of, he's got a lot of specifics that I sometimes don't do right. And it may cost me my job.
Do you play drums yourself?
I've played drums before.
What do you think about Eddie as a drummer? He's gained quite a reputation for his skill.
Yeah, he's alright, but I really think Peter Criss of the band Kiss is much better.
Kiss, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we can't use that. And you, what's your name?
My name is Sam Haywood.
And what are you doing for this project?
Well, I'm a studio engineer. Basically, I just untangle shit, twist knobs, edit volumes. There's a lot of volume editing we had to do on this album.
Now, we had an interview with the producer in charge of this album, and he was expressing that it was a little challenging working with Black Clover. Have you experienced anything like that?
Yes, half the time they were either asleep or frustrated or fighting or just absent, It took about 2 years to complete this album, I would say.
We've heard some strange noises coming from outside the studio. Unfortunately, we weren't really allowed inside. We're trying to get access. But what is going on in there? We've heard screeching, howling. We've heard something that sounded like chains being knocked together.
Bullshit.
Should I tell them?
Yeah,
Am I allowed to?
yeah.
Okay. Well, they're using a lot of what they call auxiliary percussion, basically found noises, found sounds. Chains, they have hobo bottles in there, they're just banging on shit. They're taking mics and recording party poppers, for God's sake. It's pretty crazy.
All right, well, thanks a lot. We've actually got a scheduled interview coming up. You guys have been great. So this is Eddie Generazio, drum tech for Eddie Generazio, and Samuel Haywood, one of the studio engineers, working with Black Clover. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, Samuel Haywood, band manager of Black Clover. Man, you're a tough guy to get to see. So tell me, this is a question that I think that only you can really answer. Do you really know anything about the personal lives of the band members? Everyone's dying to know what they're like, when they're not being heard on their albums.
Absolutely. Well, what I can tell you is, after the recording of the album, Corey Bartos, who was struggling financially, found a part-time job. I'm hoping we can get him on board for a tour, so we can get to Cincinnati.
So why Cincinnati?
The chili. They have the best chili there.
All right, and what about Sam? What's he up to these days?
Well, he's very hard to get a hold of, but I think he found a part-time job as well. But, I'm all about the Cincinnati thing. I'm trying to get them on board.
All right, and Eddie, we've heard that Eddie has had an interesting time, growing his fan base as a solo artist and a stripper. How have you been able to incorporate him into this project?
Well, with this album, we're incorporating a couple of new alternative songs that really, extend the fan base some. But I'm hoping that since he's retired from stripping, we can really get on that Cincinnati tour.
And do you think his stripping will be an asset or a hindrance to this album's success?
I think it will be an asset, He's got a new fan base coming in. We're going to see how it's going. We're going to see how it goes.
All right, Sam Haywood, band manager, thank you so much for your very valuable time.
Thank you. We wanted to get keyboardists that could really contribute to our new project. Musicians and artists that have a true passion for music. We're here with our new sit-in keyboardist, Bob. Bob, what do you think about the new album?